It's Madden NFL 23, and the focus is on Cortland Sutton. It was a solid showing in last week's game, 105 receiving yards. It's the Broncos and the Niners on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Right out of the gates, here's Smith. And incomplete to open things up.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Geno now to throw. Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Mike Purcell gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. Oh, what a move. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Time for our first look at the Denver offense. And, of course, the new face of the Broncos, 9-time Pro Bowler while in Seattle, Russell Wilson.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The former first-round pick, Eric Armstead, the one who got in there to make that play. Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
They went 3-and-out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. 2nd and 5 now. Smith. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Throwing now is Geno. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The numbers for Williams a week ago, 13 carries, 76 yards. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
They run. It's Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. The Broncos at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Rolling to his left. He'll get this one to Patrick. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A give to Williams, running right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Yeah, you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now it's Smith. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up fourth down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off of play action, here's Smith. And the grab by Croft. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. McCaffrey going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Fielded right around the 8. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Oh, nice move. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive? Right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
To throw again on 2nd down, Smith. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Completes it to Samuel. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Smith throwing again. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And Denver getting set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yeah.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Geno on first down. Short throw hauled in by Croft. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 39, Smith. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. Throwing again is Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Wilson. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Russell Wilson and the Broncos set for another offensive series. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. Oh, it shifts past him. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Smith's throw complete there to McLeod. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Step, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Baron Browning, his 2nd sack of the night. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing is Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the... And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Geno. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Welcome back now to Denver. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. They'll try the air now with Smith. Being chased out left. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Geno now to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Good pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. 3rd and long, it's Smith. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed. And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson got a man open. It's Sutton. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Here's Wilson. Screen play set up for Williams. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
this possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. Still 9 remaining on second down. Play action. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Wilson will throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd down, Wilson. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Wilson going to throw for it. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Smith. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. This is fielded at the 27. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here is Wilson and the Broncos. Down by 2, a minute 38 to go. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. There's Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Throwing now is Wilson. This is caught by Williams. Able to slither by, and they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The busy night continues for Williams. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. 2 for 2 tonight. This will be for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. One last throw here for Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Denver, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.